I've been dating someone pretty intensely for the last 6 weeks, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was full. We were full of conversation and laughter and friendship and all these wonderful things. But for various reasons, we're just at different life stages and doesn't necessarily have a long-term compatibility. So I know it was the right decision for us to end it, but I'm also sad because it was really fun and I don't want that to stop. But it's also annoying that didn't work out and I have to go back to dating because it's really hard. But what I take away from this experience is that what I've been holding out for and what I keep holding out for is possible. I just need to find someone where pretty much everything is aligned. And then, you know, live happily ever after, right? But he was an awesome guy to date.
Let me make something abundantly clear to you right now. My desirability will always come into question. I will always go to the headspace of wondering how lovable and fuckable I am because I grew up a fat person who felt completely undesirable my whole life. I hate to come on here in such an emotional state, but it's something that I have to just come to terms with. And feeling a lack of desirability in a world that teaches us that our desirability is the one thing we have to give has put me in situations which I wish I was never in. I have made choices from the feeling of lack of desirability that I wish I could take away with every fiber of my being. I've been a version of myself that has been so small and so beaten down and ended up with people who should never have had access to me because I was always searching for the feeling of desirability. The reason why I feel so compelled to be on the internet and just show the complexities of living in a fat body is because I would do anything in my power to make it so nobody ever had to feel this. It's hard enough being a woman, especially a woman that grew up in the 90s where it seemed like this was at an all-time high. Not to say that previous generations didn't get it really bad, but like, I lived through the Britney Spears era and we were taught if you weren't fuckable, you had nothing. So desirability is something that keeps coming back into my life. It keeps rearing its ugly head and I keep facing it and cowering over how big it feels. But instead of living in this shame of feeling like I can't tell people how much I struggle with this, it's just not working anymore. I'm 36, I'm going to be 37 years old next year, and I don't want to live like this anymore. I was telling my friend this today, and all she could say was, please don't let this be your story. Please do not let this be your story. And I'm trying really hard because, God, is it ever hard? Is it ever hard to do something different in the face of that fear? But I'm trying to understand that desirability isn't the only thing that's at play here. As a person, I have often felt many times over that who I am is just not someone who's worthy of love. And I don't know how, at times, to feel like I am. And maybe now is one of those moments I just don't. All I know is that I have this voice that I was given, and I have this platform somehow. And maybe, just maybe, in tackling this publicly, I can feel so much less alone. Because I don't want to live like this anymore. And I don't think anyone deserves to live like this. We deserve better.
I had to stop in the middle of getting ready for a date because I had to make this video. I have to rant. I have to rant for a second. In this dating world, 2023, it is already difficult enough for all of us. Men, women, whoever you're out there trying to find as your person, it's already tough enough. Swipe left, swipe right. How many people are people talking to? How many dates are people going on? Blah, blah, blah. I am approaching 45. It's already tough enough. So I had to deal with today somebody who wants to know if I have bat wings. Bat wings. I didn't even know what bat wings were. I had to Google them. And when I found out, I was appalled. It's the arm stuff here? Really? Really? That's what you wanted to know before you went out with me? Not on this date. I'm still gonna go on this date tonight. However, please, men, people, whoever, be better. Be better than that. Bat wings? Really? That was a quick unmatch.
The truth is, he ended it, and she is upset about it. She got her back blown out by Chad, and now she's sad.
Poor baby.
She's talking as if society should bend to her will and start treating her differently. But nobody gets a free pass in life. Whether if you are short, fat, ugly, or came from a bad economic background, everything is in your own hands, and you've got to make the best with the cards you are dealt. To sum things up, she seriously needs to stop crying and go to the gym.
You fat bitch!
Everybody has preferences. We don't hear her complaining when she doesn't want to date a guy who is shorter than her.
Why am I not surprised?
Real men of genius.